Are UFOs a tangible reality or merely figments born from misidentification? Should they exist, then, who steers these enigmatic vessels? From what distant corners of the universe did they embark, and what extraordinary means of propulsion did they use? We often hear about spaceships or UFOs gracing our planet. Yet, it's difficult to envisage the reality of their cosmic voyage. Given the sheer vastness of space, our closest celestial neighbors are at distances so immense that they boggle the mind. Proxima Centauri, discovered in 1915 by the Scottish astronomer Robert Innes, holds the title of the nearest star to Earth, sitting at a mere 4.2 light-years from us. While this distance might seem almost negligible on a cosmic scale, it translates into an astonishing journey of 25.3 trillion miles through the vast, dark expanse of space. Crossing this interstellar gulf would demand unimaginable reserves of energy. Furthermore, this odyssey would span countless generations. Astronauts would be born amidst the stars, spend their entire lives in the infinite void, and ultimately pass away during the long journey to another star system. Moreover, we're tasked with engineering a spacecraft capable of enduring tens of thousands of years amidst the harsh, unforgiving conditions of deep space. This method of travel appears to be impractical for a multitude of reasons. Of course, we could dispatch robots into the cosmos, armed with the full extent of our technological prowess. This strategy would overcome many challenges, but not all. For instance, by the time our relatively archaic spacecraft made contact with their destinations, millennia would have passed. By then, they'd be relics of a bygone era, arriving too late to serve any purpose for us, as we would have long since turned to dust. Yet, imagine a different path, one that was initially conceptualized in the distant 1930s by none other than physicists Albert Einstein and Nathan Rosen. Our exploration of this subject begins not with these towering figures of physics but with a modest figure who first captured the world's attention in 1989. Over the years, countless individuals have come forward, each asserting their unique connection to the enigmatic world of UFOs and extraterrestrial encounters. Some recount tales of being whisked away by these otherworldly beings, while others speak of ongoing communications with them. There are also those who claim access to secretive government documents or possess insider knowledge concerning these celestial phenomena. Not every person making claims has been forthright. In fact, a number of them have been outright deceptive, seeking a fleeting moment of fame or exploiting the naivety of others for financial gain. Others appear sincere and, in many cases, have endured significant hardship to share their truth. One of the most intriguing characters to step forward in the realm of UFO disclosure is Robert Lazar. He claims to have been a physicist employed at the legendary Los Alamos National Laboratory. This facility boasts a rich history that stretches back to the early 1940s when it served as a cradle for the brightest scientific minds of the era, including Dr. J. Robert Oppenheimer, Richard Feynman, and Hans Bethe, among many other illustrious figures. The unforgiving expanse of the desert, with its extreme conditions, serves as the perfect crucible for testing aircraft and various other pieces of equipment. Its isolation also ensures secrecy, shielding cutting-edge experiments from the gaze of the curious. Initially, it was the secret heart of the Manhattan Project, dedicated to the monumental task of developing the nuclear bomb. However, Bob Lazar's involvement with the lab took a decidedly different direction, veering into the controversial world of reverse engineering. After spending months immersed in the high-stakes environment of Los Alamos National Laboratory, Lazar found himself stepping into an enigmatic world that very few people get to see. He was recruited as a senior staff physicist for the highly secretive Area S4, nestled within the remote Groom Lake, a vast expanse of dry lake bed hidden away in the Nevada desert. Lazar was informed that his new role was under the auspices of the United States Navy. The path to this shadowy position was paved by EG&G, a formidable entity in the national defense sector officially known as Egerton, Germshausen, and Greer, Inc. Lazar's revelations are not part of a complex web of disinformation. His testimony warrants thorough scrutiny and earnest consideration. Lazar's disclosures first came to light during an in-depth interview led by George Knapp, a producer and presenter for the show On the Record, which aired on KLAS-TV in Las Vegas, Nevada. Initially, Lazar's identity was concealed behind a silhouette, and he was known only by the alias Dennis. However, as time progressed, he stepped into the limelight, shedding his anonymity to reveal his true identity. His assertions were nothing short of astonishing. He claimed that the United States government held 9 extraterrestrial spacecraft in its secretive vaults. In June 1947, a rancher named W. Mac Brazel stumbled upon a bizarre array of debris scattered across his property near Roswell, New Mexico. Compelled by the strangeness of his find, Brazel reached out to the local authorities, sparking a chain of events that would soon involve the highest elements of the government. The Roswell Army Airfield was promptly alerted, leading to the deployment of military personnel to the mysterious site. It was there that they reportedly encountered the remnants of a spacecraft not of this world, along with the lifeless bodies of its extraterrestrial inhabitants. It is alleged that one of the spacecraft later described by Lazar was this very vessel. In his captivating interview with Joe Rogan, he spoke of a mysterious craft unearthed from the depths of an archaeological dig. Picture the astonishment and sheer wonder of stumbling upon such an artifact. Perhaps it lay hidden beneath the icy expanses of Antarctica, reminiscent of the chilling scenes from the Kurt Russell movie The Thing. Or, even more intriguingly, imagine if it was found beneath the majestic grandeur of the Great Pyramid in a location so exotic it defies the imagination. Lazar's involvement at the clandestine facility was reportedly centered on the intricate task of reverse engineering these alien technologies, most notably creating a fully operational gravitational propulsion engine. Reverse engineering was once confined to the pages of science fiction. That is, until a series of dramatic revelations shattered the boundary between the imagined and the real. One of these came from Army Colonel Philip Corso, who proclaimed that the astonishing advancements of the 1950s, 1960s, and 1970s didn't spring from human genius alone but were the offspring of technologies salvaged from UFOs that had crash-landed on Earth. In his groundbreaking tome, The Day After Roswell, Corso recounts his pivotal role in orchestrating the Army's ambitious project to reverse engineer extraterrestrial tech. This clandestine mission birthed the modern marvels we take for granted today: the integrated circuit chips pulsing at the heart of our devices, the fiber optics carrying our voices across oceans, and the lasers that have become both tools of precision and symbols of future technology. Corso's narrative goes beyond mere technological feats. It's a tale of how he strategically disseminated alien innovations among the titans of American industry, seeding an era of unparalleled technological growth. In 1990, Lazar was granted access to one of these spacecraft. He claimed that if one stood directly below it, it would vanish from sight due to its ability to bend light around itself. One can't help but wonder whether a living being has ever been retrieved from these mysterious vessels. For decades, whispers and tales have circulated about such extraordinary discoveries, yet, to this day, there remains no concrete proof to substantiate these claims. In the conversation, Mr. Lazar vividly detailed an extraterrestrial propulsion mechanism known as an antimatter reactor. He revealed that this identical reactor model was fitted within each of the 9 mysterious disks housed at S4 during his tenure. This design, he noted, seemed to be the universal blueprint for all crafts harnessing gravity amplification for their thrust. In this advanced system, element 115 is subjected to an intense bombardment of protons, unleashing a cascade of antimatter particles. These particles engage in an energetic dance with any matter they encounter. The fuel is meticulously crafted into a sleek, long isosceles triangle, tapering to a sharp conical point at the vertex opposite its equal-length sides. Upon introducing just a sliver of element 115 into the mechanism, an immediate and potent gravitational field envelops the area, heralding the activation of the system. Element 115, the powerhouse or catalyst of the gravitational engine, is a supermassive element absent from Earth's natural reserves. Much like its counterparts on the periodic table, Talement's designated number reflects the number of protons nestled within the nucleus of its atomic structure. Lazar's statements gained more credibility when, 14 years after his revelations, the elusive element 115 was finally synthesized by scientists working under the guidance of the renowned nuclear physicist Yuri Gagarin at the Flerov Laboratory for Nuclear Reactions in the heart of Dubna, Russia. However, at the time of Lazar's disclosures, this element could not be created in a lab. Indeed, its existence was thought to be confined to cosmic zones marked by colossal mass and energy exchanges. These areas encompass the environs surrounding binary star systems and the periphery of a supernova, both out of reach for terrestrial spacecraft. Lazar revealed that the US government possesses over 500 pounds of this extraordinary material gifted to them from reticulant extraterrestrial beings. Zeta Reticuli is a binary star system located 39.3 light-years away from our planet. It was discovered by the American astronomer Olin J. Egan in 1958. It became etched into the pages of ufological history 3 years later through a star map sketched by Betty Hill. This map purportedly delineated the origins of extraterrestrial beings who were said to have abducted her and her husband in the early 1960s. According to Mr. Lazar, the gravity motor is a marvel of engineering. It transforms matter into energy with unparalleled efficiency, a staggering 100%, leaving the efficiency of earthly fission and fusion reactions in the dust. Within the engine's core, the process unfolds, generating heat as an unintended companion. This warmth is then captured by a thermionic generator, transforming it into electricity with flawless, 100% efficiency. Remarkably, this reactor releases no trace of gamma, neutron, alpha, or beta radiation, ensuring it remains entirely harmless for those aboard the vessel. When activated, the engine generates a gravitational wave, which is then captured by a waveguide. This waveguide channels the powerful wave from the top of the vessel down to its base. There, within the heart of the craft, 3 gravity amplifiers intensify and meticulously direct the gravity wave. Lazar vividly described the thermoelectric generators as defying the established principles of thermodynamics. He explained how the motor, through its unique ability to generate its own gravitational field, bends the very fabric of time and space. Beneath the craft, 3 powerful gravity amplifiers focus intently on a target or destination, effectively drawing that point closer to the vessel by warping space and time around it. This incredible manipulation allows the craft to navigate toward its chosen location with unparalleled accuracy, as if the universe itself conspires to bring the destination within reach. In essence, the concept of distance vanishes into nothingness while speed transcends limits, soaring to boundless heights. Travel, in its most profound essence, becomes a blink of an eye journey, seamlessly connecting any 2 coordinates in the vast expanse of space. As the motor whirred to life during the demonstration, an extraordinary gravitational field emerged. Suddenly, amidst the distorted space, a small, enigmatic black disk materialized. This peculiar phenomenon bore an uncanny resemblance to a cosmic enigma known as a black hole. What does the creation of the miniature black hole during the demonstration signify? Does it serve as a clue to the technique or mechanism through which space and time are bent and surpassed? In 1783, John Michell, an English clergyman with a passion for science, took Newton's law of gravity to new heights. He proposed that the universe might harbor entities so dense and powerful they remained unseen. Michell didn't stop there. He envisioned these hidden giants betraying their presence by ensnaring stars in their gravitational grip, causing these celestial bodies to orbit around them in a cosmic dance. In 1935, Albert Einstein, together with Nathan Rosen, delved deep into the enigmatic equations that ultimately unveiled the phenomenon we now understand as a black hole, a realm from which nothing can escape. Not long after their groundbreaking exploration, they introduced a paper that proposed the concept of a conduit or gateway seamlessly linking disparate regions of the cosmos through a black hole-white hole system. They termed this theoretical passage the Einstein-Rosen bridge, affectionately abbreviated as the ER bridge. In 1957, physicist John Archibald Wheeler coined the term wormhole to describe these fascinating structures. The whole concept was built upon distinct outcomes derived from the field equations of general relativity. At the heart of nearly every vast galaxy, including the swirling grandeur of our own Milky Way, lurks a supermassive black hole, silently reigning over its stellar kingdom. Black holes are giants on a cosmic scale. These astronomical behemoths possess masses ranging from hundreds of thousands to billions of times greater than that of the Sun, with recent theories suggesting that the smallest of these titans weigh in at tens of thousands of solar masses. A colossal black hole of unimaginable power resides at the very core of a galaxy known as M87, situated roughly 55 million light-years from us. This gargantuan entity tips the cosmic scales at over 6 billion times the mass of our Sun. Its event horizon stretches vast and wide, enough to swallow our solar system whole, extending far beyond the outer planets into the dark expanse of space. So, how are these giants formed? When a colossal star, boasting over 20 times the mass of our Sun, consumes the last of its nuclear fuel, it succumbs to its own immense gravity and begins a cataclysmic collapse. This dramatic implosion sets off a supernova explosion, a cosmic spectacle that violently scatters the star's outer layers across the cosmos. While stars of lesser mass meet their end in a brilliant supernova display, they lack the gravitational might to morph into black holes. However, should the remnants of the core tip the scales at more than triple the mass of our Sun, an unstoppable force takes over. No known power in the universe can halt this relentless collapse, giving birth to a stellar mass black hole, a profound abyss where not even light can escape. A black hole is a chasm in the fabric of space-time where the universe's established laws crumble to dust. At the event horizon, the black hole's boundary, time itself halts, frozen in an eternal moment. This event horizon isn't a tangible surface but rather a spherical void encircling the black hole, delineating the threshold where the necessity to escape equals the speed of light itself. Matter is irresistibly drawn in and disappears from this realm of existence. The event horizon holds one unyielding truth. Once matter crosses its threshold, it is inexorably pulled toward the core. Here, under the dominion of overpowering gravity, the matter is compressed into an infinitesimal speck, a point of almost no volume yet unimaginable density. This point, known as the singularity, is so minuscule that it possesses a density that borders on the infinite. Scientists have determined that to harness a black hole for the incredible journey through the stars, we'd need one with the concentrated might of a star akin to our own Sun. Yet, this ventures into the realm of the impossible. Our Sun, with all its fiery grandeur, lacks the heft needed to collapse into a black hole. It would have to balloon to 20 times its current mass to meet such a fate. Therefore, such a black hole could only be produced artificially. Imagine, for a moment, the dramatic voyage of a spacecraft daring to venture close to the event horizon, that point of no return surrounding a black hole. As it crosses this threshold, it would be swallowed whole, vanishing into the cosmic abyss, forever lost to the void. But what if this journey touches upon a cosmic enigma known as a wormhole? Picture a wormhole as the fantastical union of a black hole and its celestial counterpart, the white hole. The concept of a white hole emerges from the fascinating depths of the Schwarzschild black hole solution, a groundbreaking discovery named after Karl Schwarzschild, a visionary German physicist and astronomer. As Schwarzschild delved into the complex equations that unravel the mysteries of black holes, he stumbled upon an astonishing revelation: the existence of white holes governed by the very same cosmic laws that rule over the darker counterparts. By applying a time reversal transformation to his black hole equations, he unveiled a universe where black holes transformed into the cosmic opposites, white holes. Instead of devouring everything in their path, these white holes expelled matter, acting as cosmic fountains in a universe where time flowed in reverse. Envisioning this scenario in the realm of physics involves imagining a universe where the arrow of time flips, unraveling the events in reverse order. To forge a wormhole, envision connecting a black hole and a white hole by their very hearts, the singularities, those realms of unfathomable density at their cores. This would create a breathtaking corridor through the very fabric of space-time itself. This tunnel is, in essence, a cosmic shortcut, dramatically shorter in length than the vast expanse separating those 2 points in the cosmos. Imagine a spacecraft venturing into this wormhole. It would traverse the realms of time and space in a fleeting moment, less than a millionth of a second, effectively making it seem as though it has teleported. Lazar's alien gravitational motor not only harnessed the power of gravity but also conjured its very own black hole as a gateway to traverse through. It would allow space travelers to venture almost anywhere in the universe almost in the blink of an eye. The thought alone stretches the boundaries of our imagination to their limits. A plethora of extraterrestrial phenomena experts have posited that these entities might not just be visitors from distant galaxies but voyagers through time itself. They could be correct since the intriguing hypothesis we've put forward hints at the possibility of Lazar's device serving as a portal across time. According to the principles of special relativity, as described by Albert Einstein in his theory of general relativity, time dilation occurs for objects in motion relative to an observer. This means that clocks in motion tick at a slow pace compared to those at rest. This means that an individual speeding through the cosmos at velocities approaching the speed of light would not journey into their future as swiftly as someone remaining stationary. Imagine extraterrestrials engineered a wormhole, a cosmic bridge where both ends initially align in time. However, if they propelled one end to near light speeds, that end would begin to drift into a temporal lag compared to its counterpart. When these two gateways are reunited, an astonishing phenomenon emerges. One now exists in the past relative to the other. To venture back in time, a spaceship would only need to traverse through this entrance. Upon its emergence, it would find itself at a predetermined moment in history, having crossed the threshold of time itself. Of course, even if this method was not used, it's conceivable that extraterrestrial beings have unearthed a mode of travel far more efficient than anything we've dreamed of. Imagine an engine fueled by matter and antimatter, propelling them across the vast expanses of space, allowing them to dart between stars in mere moments compared to the sluggish crawl of a spacecraft driven by liquid hydrogen. Intriguingly, it appears the United States Air Force is also captivated by the potential of harnessing antimatter for propulsion, hinting at a future where the stars might not be so far out of reach after all. In the summer of 1986, an enigmatic mention of antimatter propulsion appeared in an article titled USAF in the 21st Century, penned by James W. Carnan, senior editor for Air Force magazine. The piece highlighted discussions from a conference at THEFA's Gathering of Eagles Symposium, a nexus for futuristic technology discourse. It was there that Lieutenant General Forrest S. McCartney, the visionary commander of the Space Division, captivated the audience with his talk on groundbreaking developments in high-energy, high-density chemical propellants. Yet, it was in the concluding moments of his presentation that General McCartney unveiled a concept even more breathtaking than the advanced fuels discussed, hinting at the almost mythical realm of antimatter as a propulsion force. Antimatter, a substance of almost mythical rarity and strangeness, stands as the mirror image of the matter that composes our familiar world. Far from being a mere figment of theoretical physics, antimatter announced its presence to the scientific community in 1932 when Carl Anderson unveiled the existence of positrons. These particles, akin to electrons yet bearing a positive charge, heralded a new chapter in our understanding of the universe. The article delved deep into the fascinating realm of antimatter research, shining a spotlight on its revolutionary potential in powering propulsion systems. It revealed how harnessing antiprotons could dramatically slash the duration of a Mars voyage from a daunting 2 to 3 years to a mere 2 to 3 days. The piece vividly described the workings of this groundbreaking system. At its core, it involves the merging of negatively charged hydrogen particles, known as antiprotons, with their positively charged counterparts, the hydrogen protons. This dramatic encounter results in the complete obliteration of the particles, unleashing a staggering surge of energy in the process. The article vividly explored the revolutionary potential of antimatter as the next frontier in rocket propulsion, potentially eclipsing traditional chemical fuels to propel humanity across the stars. It highlights the Air Force's ambitious goal, cited by Aviation Week and Space Technology, to synthesize a gram of antiproton fuel by the end of the 20th century. This minuscule amount of antimatter, a mere gram, could power a spacecraft to Mars, marking a giant leap in space exploration. However, the journey there is fraught with monumental challenges. With our current technological capabilities, generating a single gram of antimatter would demand an astronomical timeframe of 10 billion years, necessitate 1 billion bottles for containment, and consume an energy amount equivalent to what the antimatter itself would eventually yield. Why did the Air Force commit resources to exploring a propulsion system that seemed straight out of science fiction? Was there a hidden confidence that it would be successful? And did they possess a blueprint for mass production? It's intriguing to speculate if Lazar's enigmatic activities at Area S4 are intricately linked to this venture. While the Air Force is considering the use of antimatter in a basic manner, employing it as fuel in a traditional reaction propulsion system, if extraterrestrial visitors are indeed harnessing it, they have clearly advanced far beyond such initial stages. Imagine, just for the purpose of discussion, that an alien civilization resides in the Zeta Reticuli star system. For one of our swiftest space explorers, New Horizons, to traverse the cosmic distances to reach it, it would embark on a staggering journey lasting 720,000 years. With this in mind, it is clear that if extraterrestrial civilizations are visiting our planet, they are indeed using some very exotic form of propulsion. An article from National Geographic's May 1989 issue dives into the intriguing theories surrounding gravity. Drawing from John Boslock's compelling article, "A Force That Challenges the Very Essence of Gravity." "It's enough to set anyone's pulse racing," exclaims Paul Boynton. "Imagine the boundless opportunities. If we could master such a force, envision a future with skyscrapers erected without cranes, elevators ascending without cables, or spacecraft darting between celestial bodies using a hyperdrive that taps into the enigmatic fifth force hidden within the depths of subatomic particles." The notion of anti-gravity, a tantalizing hypothesis proposing spaces or objects liberated from the clutches of gravity, has captivated minds for ages. Whispered rumors have long persisted, suggesting that aircraft capable of defying gravity's relentless pull are not mere figments of imagination but have undergone clandestine trials in hidden corners across the globe. Some scholars go further, speculating that these marvels of technology, shrouded in secrecy, might have been mistaken for extraterrestrial vessels by awestruck onlookers who have reported their sightings. In the realm of physics, four fundamental forces are recognized as the cornerstones of all natural phenomena: the gravitational force, which orchestrates the cosmic ballet of celestial bodies; the electromagnetic force, a versatile power that shapes the interactions between charged particles; the strong nuclear force, a mighty glue binding the nucleus of atoms; and the weak nuclear force, a subtle influencer of atomic behavior. However, whispers persist about the existence of a fifth, undiscovered fundamental force, a mystery force that could redefine our understanding of the universe. Amidst this intrigue, the US government, with the Pentagon, has shown a keen interest in the hypothetical fifth force. They are channeling resources into groundbreaking and costly research ventures, hoping to unveil this elusive force, thereby pushing the boundaries of human knowledge into uncharted territories. At Los Alamos National Laboratory, physicists have embarked on an exciting collaboration with their Italian counterparts, delving into the enigmatic realm of antimatter and the possibility of a mysterious fifth force. Daniele Alves, a distinguished particle physicist at Los Alamos, unveils a tantalizing concept. The existence of a fifth force would signify the discovery of a novel particle, a herald of previously unknown interactions or forces at play. Antimatter, a mirror twin of our familiar matter, shares the same mass but carries an opposite electrical charge. This cosmic doppelganger, upon encountering its matter counterpart, engages in a cataclysmic dance, culminating in an explosive release of energy. In the explosive infancy of our universe, known as the Big Bang, a cosmic scale should have balanced the creation of matter and antimatter in perfect harmony. Yet, as we gaze into the cosmos or scrutinize the minuscule life forms under our microscopes, we find ourselves surrounded by a universe almost exclusively woven from the threads of matter. Antimatter, by contrast, appears to be a rare guest in this vast expanse. This intriguing disparity begs the question: what cosmic event or law tilted the scales so dramatically? Unraveling this mystery stands as one of the monumental quests in the realm of physics, challenging scientists to decode the story of antimatter's vanishing act. Earth harbors not a speck of antimatter in any measurable macroscopic quantity. Yet, in the vast expanse above, cosmic rays sprinkle our planet with minuscule fragments of antimatter, like celestial confetti. These particles are rare, almost like whispers against the roar of matter that composes our world. But according to Mr. Lazar's astonishing accounts, extraterrestrial beings wield and master forces of energy so vast that they dwarf our earthly powers, hinting at a reservoir of power that seems boundless when compared to our own terrestrial achievements. Mr. Lazar's revelations about element 115 paint a picture of an almost mythical substance. When pelted with protons, it unleashes antimatter particles, hinting at a power scarcely contained. The destructive capability of a mere kilogram is staggering, equivalent to the detonation of 24 hydrogen bombs, each with a 20 megaton yield, or nearly 500 million tons of TNT. Furthermore, it would be no larger than a small apple. The potential for weaponry embedded within element 115 is not just significant, it's monumental. Occasionally, the contours of reality blur into the fantastical realms of fiction. In the iconic sci-fi masterpiece, The Day the Earth Stood Still, Klaatu delivers a chilling ultimatum to Earth's inhabitants, proclaiming that should their penchant for violence dare to breach the cosmos, their beloved Earth would be reduced to nothing more than a charred ruin. The mere thought that extraterrestrial beings possess the capability to obliterate entire planets with such ease sends shivers down the spine. Their abstention from wielding this staggering force, assuming they indeed possess it, stands as a profound testament to their restraint and, possibly, a deeply ingrained moral compass. I am convinced we stand on the precipice of an era where technology will enable space exploration on a scale that is currently beyond the wildest dreams of most people. The concept of journeying among the stars is transforming from a mere fantasy into tangible reality. The role of Bob Lazar in spearheading this monumental advancement is shrouded in mystery and debate. While it's challenging to confirm the veracity of his claims, the visions he has shared in his narratives could very well be within the realm of possibility, igniting imaginations and stirring debates among skeptics and believers alike.